Alright, what's going on everyone? Supreme Kami over here. So this video is gonna act up two things. I'm gonna do some summonings on the urgent battle banner. That's what they call it right now. And then I'm also gonna do some just a walkthrough like alright. We have so many banners this week. What is a best approach that is gonna be good for heroes? That is gonna it's about like what is the bank for your buck basically type of video. So if I just me personally, right, I will definitely hop into the unicorn banner first because that's like the newest unit in the game. So I'll definitely try to do a few summons on that, definitely. And then I'll probably do another loop on the wing zero banner just because of the freebie that it has. Definitely I will want to take the wing zero's L badge because what you can do with the L badge. Let's talk about what you can do with the L badge first, right? One of the two things you can do is you can go to the event tab over here. As you guys are summoning, you guys will accumulate those what you call it, those materials received for this week. So what you can do technically, if you would have submitted, let's say one time on the unicorn banner, you can go over here, use the material C, and just kind of exchange for the L badge for the wing zero. So you wouldn't necessarily have to summon it for example. Let's say you just want to trade the backpack of the wing zero and that's it, right? You can just do one summons and call it a day. So let's say you summon it on the wing zero banner. At the end of the steps, step 5 per se, you're gonna have 5 material C. So what I would do, me personally, I would have exchanged it. Let's say you didn't like the build project that they have for this week or this period. The wing, the double zeta or the straight no name. So you would have traded in all those materials C for the L badge, and then you would have 10, right? Because as you summon, you get the material C and then the L badge for wing zero. Then what you can do with the 10 of the L badge, you can come over to the capsule freebie, and you can scroll down or until you see the wing zero one. Where's it at? This one, the wing zero endless vault, and they can exchange yourself for these gunpla build coins over here. And then from that point, you can go over to the permanent, and then come down to here and then exchange for either one of these. That should be sufficient, I would say. So that's kind of my approach for it. So at the end of the day, I'm probably looking at around 15 of those wing zero L badge, and then I can exchange for about 3. But keep that in mind, I won't be able to auto anything because I would need some auto those L badges anyways. But that is just like a hypothetical approach that I would have done myself. So let's actually go back to the banner page over here and just kind of talk about what banner we have. So we have 1, 2. This one I'm not gonna count it because this one you have to pay for it, so obviously not. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this week you are looking at 11 banners. I mean, you have more, right? 11, 12, 13. All right, so we have 13 banners this week if you want to count the other two because these two are active. So I guess what they're doing with these types of Super Battle Festival, they are having it just a little bit longer in duration. So if anyone do want to decide to go back into it, it's going to, highly suggest it, I guess, but obviously it's not because this one's still good, obviously. And then the chest skit, the only thing I would say, right, because of the 40% trade. So let's start out with something that is pretty bad right at the bat. You don't want to summon on. It's probably gonna be this one. Because this one is going to be a sadness suit, so in a month later you will be able to pick it up no problem. So I'll say this one is definitely a skip. But you might argue that, oh, this one comes with this freebie over here. Take a look at the drop rate, and then you can see that the freebie over here, you have this one over here. I'll say, granted, this is a really premium item as well, but you can, if you guys don't mind the wait, you can kind of get these by doing the builder training anyways. It is going to take you probably around 8 days to collect 40 to upgrade your gold star to a red star. So it's only going to take some time, or I don't think it's necessary to just spend the amount of hours into it. So this banner is completely no for me. AI pilot for me is never a banner I summon on, except like over here. Except it's the freebie one over here, like they did for this one, the 10 times only. That's the only time I would summon for them. Otherwise, I'm using my build project pilot, so they're just a lot more better. Anyway, so I would have never summoned for these AI pilot. But if you guys do like the specific AI pilot, maybe like you guys are really into like the voice line up that high, I mean, I guess you can do that. But if not, I highly suggest never touch the AI pilot banner. So that is overall the gist of it. And then let's see. I would say these banner or the next. I would say a no go, unless you guys saw a biggest fan of like any of these units over here. I would say these banners are just kind of bad, just because of the rate, like compared to what we had for this week, like in comparison, right? I think these are probably the lowest of all, and you're not getting any extra freebies, right? So, I mean, you do have this, right? Get granted, you do have the exclusive part choice tickets number two, which means after you spend 7,500 Haro Chips. So, I would say right now, if you guys are asking like, oh, what is a good range to save up, in terms of the Haro, I would say 7,500. I think is a pretty reasonable number, just because most of these banner, whatever we were looking at, in terms of freebies, some additional gimmicks, all ties into after doing 5 multi summons. So I think if you guys are like saying, oh, how many should I even stock up as like a reserve, I would say 75 is gonna be your answer right there. So after you do 5 multi summon on any of these banner over here, they would drop you. Well, you get one per multi summon, right? But it's gonna take 5. So at the end of the day, let's say you get shafted in 5 multi summons, at least you can still kind of pick one part, which I think is just kind of horrendous. Me personally, I would never want to experience that. Jumping in like 7,500 hard chips is not, it's, it's a lot right there. Like that is like probably many weeks of saving and all going down to the drain. That's why I would say these expander are not gonna be it unless you guys are like, oh my god, I gotta have it, or I really love Seda Gundam. If I don't have it, I'm gonna die. Like that's right. If that is the case, you guys may go for it, but I would say the Phoenix, Banshee Norn. I mean, those are maybe like a top tier toys, but man, don't go for these just because the rate on these are just not that they're bad, but there's just no extra gimmicks, so that is like a no go for me right there. All right, so now we're down to the Dengeki wiki right there. So this one, the problem is they're not really giving you the top choices, are they not? Because they gave you 3 EX, yeah. So this is why. Why would they only do this, right? Like they know the skin system exists, do they not? So why would they not give parts that has the higher stats? I would say. In terms of the G Cell Perfect Pack, this one is omnidirectional laser. I think this one is more of like an AOE attack, if I recall. But just the sheer amount of stat for this guy is outdated. Word tag is not meant to be run. I mean, you can run it as a shooter build, but you're gonna have to do a lot of fixing in terms of word tag, some stats. So I would say, come on now, like Dengeki Wiki should know better than this. Even EXS is kind of aged a lot. I would say in terms of like word tag wise is Transformer. Like you're not gonna be really running Transformer in shooter build. So that's I think the only justifiable one I can see right on top of the list right here is just maybe the Unicorn Perfectibility Head, maybe the backpack, the Synergy Science. I think it's good. Just because of the portrait afterward is definitely fine. And then the double beam rifle is definitely fine. I think all the other charges are just kind of outdated. Like what was it? The Defiant Kai Beam Javelin. That one is pretty much replaced with the High New Gundam version Ka right at the bat. So I don't know why they're still doing it. I mean, granted, I guess they want people to focus on some ICD, some initial EXQ charge, but you can do some other replacement with that. Free to play, not free to play, but standard stuff. So they could have went for that route instead. But I guess this one does not have the word tag wise for space. It's like, come on, you're not looking at the most premium word tag given. So this one is, I would say, a no. But you can grant it. You can say any of these parts right here are good. But just from my pure own experience, I know these parts have aged a little bit. Not that they're bad, they just have been replaced. Like no parts are bad, right? That's something you guys have to understand. One part itself does not make up the whole 9 yard or whatever. It's gonna take a lot of synergy. Let's say you do have the highest stat head part in the game for the shooter build, but it really depends on how you're gonna build out the rest. Maybe your other part can be like a little bit outdated, for say, just not really outdated, but you know what I mean, right? So one part alone is not gonna make your entire build like, oh, extremely powerful. It's just more of like synergizing. I think this overall what they're recommending is not the most, in terms of synergizing, is not the best. So that's why, like, Come on, man. So this one I would say is a skip because there's not like a oh I gotta have this part, right? There's not any on here that I was like, oh, I must have it. So that's why. But you do get a freebie at the end of the day. You do have this. You do get this one. Because they open up the limited time alteration for the full armor Satan, double Satan. You do have your shooter, you do have your shot specialized to part ticket as well. So that is, let's say you get shot there along the way, so you are going to be able to pick up one at the end of the day at the bare minimum. So that is that. I would say the parts you really pick up on right now is just probably the double beam saber or the beam rifle. The unicorn getting the perfect ability head just got replaced this week, so if they knew they were gonna drop that urgent battle banner, like they should not have gone for that because it is literally one place ahead, one rank lower than the new unicorn, full armor unicorn. So yeah, that's kind of their bad on their part, I guess. But if you have to pick something, probably just the beam rifle. Word tag on that one maybe a little bit wonky because you are looking at heavy armor, but I think you can probably you do have at the end of the day 3 dead tray slot or vortex slot, so you can kind of squeeze that one out and just kind of do your best in terms of like how to what is it, like fit in your vortex wise and all that. But overall, I think that is probably this one is good, just because of the double power boosting that this one offers. There's not too many restrictions, so that's why I kind of like this one. Alright, so I think the only two banners that we are pretty much left with is these two, which is I'm gonna do this on right now. So let me hop into the urgent battle over here and let's see what we can do. These two banners actually has the same amount of rate, so that's why I say these two are by far the winner of this week. So they should be something you want to be looking for. But you can take back what I just said right now if you guys don't like any of these two right here. So basically, you don't have to summon at all this week, right? That is that. And don't forget, tomorrow is Thursday night, and Thursday night they should be dropping some new stuff again. So be on the lookout for maybe another step up banner. I'm looking forward to I think maybe a step up banner. If not, maybe just another one. I don't think it's gonna be a regular banner like these. But yes, they just released this one. So tomorrow they may just release like a massive step up banner that features every unit in the game. So I think that may be something looking for, not looking for, but predicting, right? But if not, it might just probably be one of these types over here. So yeah. All right, without further ado, with 10 minute, 12 to 10 to 12 minute into the video, let me actually do some summons right here. So I think the part I'm really looking for is only the leg. That's pretty much it. All the other part, I think they're good, but they're not like, from what I have in my box, they're not like, oh, I gotta upgrade them. I think most probably I am only like a few 100 points off from this over here. So if I don't have it, it's not like, oh, it's the end of the world for saying. So that is that. So first step is a 16%, I think 5%, right? Let's see. So step one, you're looking at 5% normal right here, and then the one of the slot is going to be at least 16%. So as you go up a little bit over here, you see 71%, and then normal is still 5, but at least one of the slot will guarantee a 71% chance. So you're looking a little bit, definitely a lot more better. And then as you come down to the very last step, you are looking at a 100%. So, and plus, here's the catch. At the end of the day, they are also going to give you one of the urgent battle exclusive part exchange ticket that you can allow you to pick any of the parts of the unicorn, which is good. These banners are definitely something you want to summon on. I feel like the regular week so guys, they may be a little bit too harsh because they're only 60%. They're not packing them. Ooh man. They're not packing the most the most inclusive rewards and all that, but right now we are in getting shafted so far with second multi zone right here. So let's see what the third one has in store for us. Another red or another blue. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's why I said this, like, you can get shafted, right? Like I'm talking about, if you summon on the other banner that does not give you any like guarantee higher rate. You can be looking at three straight multi summons and still getting shafted. So that's why I highly don't suggest you guys summon on those banners, just because the rate are just horrendous. Unless you guys are like a, oh, I gotta have the part. I gotta have, let's say, I don't know, like the denial. Oh, I gotta have denial part, right? I guess you can do that, but it's not recommended. It's not. All right, let's see. I just need the leg. Is it the leg? Oh, I don't need the head. I mean, come on. Why? Oh man, this is not good. This is not good at all. Why? I need two legs. Oh, is that it, right? Yep. I guess that's how it is, right? So maybe this step right here can guarantee me at least that I need the leg right here, please, please, please. Yeah, if I can walk out here with the leg right here, and then with the ticket, I can pick up another leg. Then I can just double subslot for a better step. If not, I might have to go in one more round. I don't know. I'm a little bit worried right here. Okay, come on, don't do this to me. Come on, don't do this to me, please. Draw me the leg. That's the only part I like or I need. Come on, come on, come on. Show me the leg. There is no way. There is just no way. Oh my god. All right. So yeah, that is pretty bad right here. So I will need to go in right now and exchange for the leg. Let me see. Exchange for the leg, huh? Let me see. Right, where is it? Where is it? So I'm gonna pick myself one of the legs right here. So you're gonna use this one over here. Gonna be the urgent battle exclusive parts exchange, and then I'm gonna pick myself up a pair of leg. Bam, we're done. But I still need one more leg at the end of the day. At the end of the day, so that is gonna be a big problem right here. But I guess for right now, that will be pretty much it for me. I don't think I'm gonna go back in any further. But all right, so let me know how do you think how I rate these banners. Do you think like they're justified? Like, do you think I should have summoned this banner compared to the other one? Do let me know that down in this comment as well. Like, just me personally, I think the top two are definitely by far has the most value for your buck. And then if you take a look at this one, at the end of the steps, you are going to be able to get yourself this right here, which you can exchange for any of the Wingsteel parts if you so choose to. But I think this would be pretty much it from here. I think top two banner are definitely going to be it. I would say for right now, having a 7500 Haro Chips as a reserve is definitely something good, because most of these step up kind of revolves around doing 5 multi summons, and then you can get some additional freebie. So that being said, that would be pretty much it for me. Just talking about all these banners we have for this week. Do expect something more for tomorrow's definitely on that reset. So that being said, that will be pretty much it for me, and then I will catch you guys all on the next one.